nerds, and welcome to The Gutter. This is episode 35 of The Gutter Nerds podcast. It's finally older than I am. It is finally older than I am.
Our show, The Gutter Nerds, is now officially old enough to run for president.
That's true. Ooh,
right on.
Good job, us. Guys, today's episode is brought to you by The Darkness. Sort of concealing your hatred of humanity since the dawn of time.
I believe in a thing called love.
Just be glad I didn't go with the taxi cab confessions joke I had. Kinda. How much do you actually hate humanity? Is it a real lot?
Okay.
If you were going to give me a number.
If it was on a scale of 1 to 10, it would be Hannah Coble.
Oh, that's my sister. That's awfully high.
That is awfully high.
She hates everyone.
A 13, 14?
Guys, my name is Steven. Joining me today is Byronic Commando, who just became Twitch affiliated. Woo! First affiliate stream today. How did it go, man?
It went well. I streamed 2 games. I had 2 different streams. I haven't checked to see if anybody's actually thrown money at me yet, but frankly, I don't care. Like, I also got a new job, and my first day was the same day that I got the email for the Twitch affiliation invite.
That's fantastic.
So
we need to set up your alerts so that you know when someone subscribes, and that way you can properly thank them.
Yes.
So people that's the point.
Yes,
really.
And if you're watching this right now and you have already thrown money at my channel,
he doesn't know yet.
I don't know yet. I'm sorry. I'm going to.
I'll show you how. I'll show you how to know.
I love you.
I'll show you how to know.
Thank you for helping me keep the power on in my house, or at least turn it back on if it ever goes off again.
And Lauren Butt. Hello, Lauren. What's cracking?
My knees and my elbows and.
I got warm knees.
You got the warm.
I'm warm knees, Sutton. And in place of Calvin today is someone 1,000 times more attractive, Sarah.
Hello.
Our producer in training, who's been our producer in training for a while.
I have to say that, but it's absolutely true.
She's also joined us on the Resident Evil 7 streams and a couple of others, that Until Dawn Let's Play as well. And when are we playing Resident Evil 7 again?
I don't know.
I'm like, I annoy her so much about it. When are we playing Resident Evil 7? She's like, sometime soon. Goodness.
Steven, your microphone is too high.
Mine? Oh, it's too high.
Stop putting your neck on your mic.
Sorry. It's my damn chin. It's this guy right here. You see that?
Oh,
I'm the fat guy on the podcast, and even I
Straighten
can
it.
avoid this shit.
Okay. Hello. Hey. Shirt down. Hi. Guys, what you been playing?
Well, today I played Stardew Valley, which always fun, and because I already had it on digital and they finally made it backwards compatible, I played Sid Meier's Pirates.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, and just so you guys know, Xbox games, or at least Sid Meier's Pirates, looks almost like eons better on the Xbox One.
The textures are not different, but the resolution and everything is much sharper than it was.
Yeah, like it
looks
is
wonderful.
noticeably pretty.
Yeah,
it
looks super nice.
It looks like a little less than launch era 360 graphics.
Right, but or if it's as if it's an immediate HD, not a remake, but like a port. It's like an HD port of the old games, which is pretty impressive.
I mean, long story short, I was pleasantly surprised with how well it worked.
Yeah.
So,
what about you, Lauren? What have you been doing lately? What have you been playing lately?
Amateur surgeon on my phone.
Amateur surgeon.
Amateur surgeon.
The Grey's Anatomy game?
No.
Surgeon Simulator?
It is an Adult Swim game where you electrocute people.
I thought you were going to say an adult content game.
No.
This is a weird...
It's usually just like a computer game, but they apparently came out with a phone game, and it's wonderful. And it really makes me hate humanity a lot less.
Really?
Yeah.
Takes the edge off.
Wait,
what
I'm
you're
like,
saying.
kill.
And you guys in chat also,
never
tell me
mind.
what you've been playing. What's been on your gaming agenda. Sarah, you've played a couple of games in the last few weeks, right?
Yeah, I've been playing Lara Croft and some Mario Kart action.
Yep. I saw you playing Dragon Age Origins.
Oh yeah, I did Dragon Age Origins and
Tomb Raider.
yes, Tomb Raider.
She's doing the Tomb Raider reboot.
Yeah.
Is of those games, which one has like grabbed you the most?
Tickled your
I really like the Lara Croft game. That was a lot of fun.
Temple of Osiris?
The one before that, Guardian of Light, the one we played
Yeah,
together.
the one we played.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun, and I also like the Dragon Age one because I'm a big fan of WoW, and it kind of is similar to me.
You know, something that I didn't even think of, but when she started playing it, she's like, "Oh, this is a lot like WoW." And in my head, I was like, "Oh no, it's not." But then as I was watching her, like with the user interface and the way the actions are hotkeyed and the way the map's laid out and the way the quests are done and everything, I was like, "Oh no, actually, this I totally get that. I would never have put that together in my head."
The Dragon Age system is from Baldur's Gate from like 92, 93.
So they all share that same RPG
that
background.
DNA just runs through modern RPGs up till now.
But we were talking about this week in the car of like different like gaming perspectives and histories, and even, you know, I was saying one of the things that I like about our podcast is that we have people that game a lot and every day, and people that don't game very much, or people that used to game and haven't much anymore, but that way we get a big variety of input. And so this is a perfect example of, I was like, holy crap, no, you're right, I never would have thought of that. Because now I am so far into the details, like the minor details of things, that I, you know, step back and look at the big picture, and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
I really hope that we can continue that sort of perspective through this, because that, I mean, I love you, Calvin. I really do. But having 3 hardcore gamers on this show all at once, no wonder why you're so scared to come on shows that you don't think you have anything to talk about.
You were terrified of the Elijah Bailey show, and you never said so, but you were terrified of that, weren't you?
I definitely was, especially because I was like, Steven, what if they ask me a question? I have no idea. It was bad. It was...
And this is sort of something that, like, I was talking to people about in general, which is like, Sarah and I went to one of the Let's Play days at Let's Play Expo. She was there on Sunday, and people would come up and ask her questions, and it's just like getting yourself into a mode of being question ready, because if you're not, you'll be like, oh shit. And you know, the first time we ever did events, people were like, so tell us about your podcast. And I was like, oh, I don't know how.
Yeah.
Shit. Like, you know, I don't know how the fuck to do that.
Yeah.
Do you think you've gotten to that point yet, finally?
Well, actually, with Angry Cuddles, it was very hard to elevator pitch someone, because I was like, well, it's a webcomic and a website and a podcast, and the podcast is sort of about video games or whatever, but we also do, and so with Gutter Nerds, what's Gutter Nerds? It's like, it is a gaming podcast and Twitch, and it's a live podcast. And then we have things that we do that branch off of that, with the game streams and the couch co-op shows, but gaming podcast and Twitch channel, like that's everything. That's all of it. So yeah, it's become, you know.
Aren't you glad we allowed the rebranding to focus us?
Yes.
I think it did well. I think we did well. And this is the thing, is like we are coming up on, it is November. So we're beginning the 11th month as Gutter Nerds. And we are at 151 followers here on Twitch. We had 200 when we finished our 3rd or 4th year of Angry Cuddles, you know? So we're almost caught up to where we were in the first year. And now we can have subscribers and stuff. And like, yeah, I'm super happy. I'm stoked.
And
Hashtag thanks
I hate
for
to say it.
I still
like,
hashtag fuck Robio.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, Jonathan says that. Oh, wait, you finish your thought before I interrupt you.
The only thing is, like, especially now that we have the same subscribers that we did in the first year, it actually benefits us rather than it did back then, because we actually do everything through Twitch. So now the more we get our name out there, the more money we make as a whole, the more we can do stuff, the better equipment we can make, the better our cameras get, like, just little things that it really does help us.
Yeah.
Regardless if they think
That's
so.
true.
We are
Yeah.
streamlined.
And that's true too. Jonathan says, I don't know why, but today, especially as I watch all of you, I miss the ever-loving heck out of
Well, that's
you,
all of you.
John.
We love you, Jonathan.
we're
I'm gonna
sitting
do
over
that
here
too.
talking about the history of the
Can I
show,
do it this way?
and you, JB, were part of that history. You were a big part of that history.
Right. This isn't supposed to be a
still is.
nostalgia cast
He
necessarily. It's just
yeah,
but oh, Jonathan, absolutely. And the Wildland streams were basically his. He pursued that specific thing.
It was his baby that he grew.
The people that we've amassed has been it's been helpful.
Well, and he's been amazing in the chat as well.
Oh right,
You
yeah.
know?
Holy cow! Did y'all see my doppelganger
Yeah.
on Facebook earlier today?
Yes, I saw it.
We did. There was an ad or a link that Alicia posted. His wife
think I
posted.
can pull it up.
And on the ad, it was like
That was not
Yes.
okay.
And then I joined and aborted it, says Game Guy. Not at all. No. And real quick, while we're on Nostalgia Cast, apparently, Game Guy deserves a fucking round of applause
Yes.
or some sort of graphic.
What the fuck was that?
It's okay.
It's all that porn you've been
I know.
watching.
God, I forgot to
Pop
turn it
ups
off.
up the ass.
You know what? I was going to say something nice about Game Guy, but I didn't really like that. So I'm just going to say, thanks for your help, Game Guy, and fuck you. There you go.
There it is.
That's your thanks. So today,
Feelings. You know what, Nick? If you don't like the feelings, you just walk right back out. Because that's all we have.
we're going to do a podcast about ourselves. How awesome is that?
That's feelings.
Also, hello, Nick. Good to see you, pal.
I'm trying to remember what movie it is, but it's like feelings.
What is that?
I have feelings.
No.
Is it? Oh, I bet
Talking
it's Inside
about
Out.
our
He just
feelings.
makes up his own.
I think it's Inside Out.
Is it?
Is
No.
it?
Where the movie about the feelings that have
I don't
feelings.
think so.
Hi, Nick.
The
Honey.
feelings that have feelings. Oh my god, that is so accurate.
What a feelings have feelings. Yeah. So today we're going to talk about music games, and
Is that
kind
why
of by
we're
the.
singing?
That's why we're singing.
That's why he's singing.
Yeah, he.
And I want to know.
It's just like,
At the end of the show, what I would like is a sense of if I should give away or destroy my rock band instruments. And Calvin did have a pitch-in, even though he's not here tonight.
Of course
So
he
I'm
did.
going to read Calvin's pitch-in about what to do with the rock band instruments. Calvin says,
you need to move your mic, man.
You
just need to move
probably
it.
shouldn't wear
really
that
that
shirt
bad?
to this
You should
podcast.
just-
is it really that
anymore.
bad?
Why don't you just clip it like
Apparently.
right here? Like, just
Can you pull
clip
the
it.
shirt forward
Yeah.
at all?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Is this what?
That's what I got.
Why?
Okay. I'm going to. I'm just gonna do like best I can. Sorry, guys. Thank you. Keep me posted. I'll do the best I can. Anyway, Calvin had a point about what I should do with all the Rock Band and Guitar Hero
dear.
instruments that I have, and he said, melt them.
Melt them.
And that was his
Melt
only
them.
point.
So, what do I do
Calvin.
with them? First, what do I? Let me ask you this: when was the last time you guys played either Rock Band or Guitar Hero?
Last month.
Last month?
Yep.
Mine hasn't been that recent. Mine was the last time I went to Glenn and Chelsea's. Because they always have it out, and we sing, we play, we do fun shit together. Like, I think if you set it up, it would absolutely get played. Absolutely. Because,
Definitely.
I mean, I sang Hailstorm, which super fucking high, super fucking, for me, it was metal.
Wait, Hailstorm?
Hailstorm.
What were you playing?
I Miss the Misery.
No.
It
What
was Rock
game were
Band.
you playing?
It was Rock Band.
Which one?
I don't know. It's at Glenn and Chelsea.
Shit.
So, I
It was
mean, I was
probably
trying
like
to
3
sing.
with the DLC or something.
Nah, Hailstorm wasn't around back then.
I don't know, but it was I Miss the Misery. Megan South played guitar. I think Mark was still in town, so Mark played drums. It was either Mark
Oh,
or
it must have
Mike.
been. That was a long time ago then.
No.
No,
Because
he
it was
was
at
in
the last
town
party.
recently.
I was about to say, he was in town last weekend.
Well, yeah, but
You know that.
Yeah, but-
You guys went early and we came late.
okay.
Yeah.
When did you play like a month ago? What game
I
was
was
it?
by myself and I pulled out a Guitar Hero because I don't know if you know this, but I play expert because I'm
on
not good.
guitar.
What?
I play expert on Guitar Hero on
But
the
you're
guitar.
not good?
No, but I'm that good.
She's that
Oh,
good.
I heard I'm not good. I'm like, that doesn't...
You're like, what's going on?
On which one was it? Do you remember? Like which was it? Guitar Hero? Like the first Guitar Hero?
I think it was the first one. Yeah. I mean, I periodically run through all of them. Like I have almost all of them.
I mean, not to brag, but I've made, 3 stars?
Right on.
All the songs.
That's awesome.
Beacon.
Okay, you know what we need? Me and you
No.
need a Mario Kart Guitar Hero
You're gonna win a Guitar Hero.
competitive.
You're gonna win a
Like,
Guitar
oh,
Hero.
I'll win at both. But
Foreshadowing. I will address that a little bit later on. I asked a couple people, Chuck, when was the last time you played Rock Band and Guitar Hero? First, before I roll along with what social media said.
Oh, back when I still had the old TV, so I'd say maybe about a year ago.
A year ago.
Yeah, I plugged into 360 to my old big screen TV, and it was just me and my microphone. because none of my other instruments work.
So it was just, you were basically just karaokeing?
Yep.
Would you guys rather have a karaoke night or a rock band night at this point?
Rock band night.
Rock band night.
Wow, really?
Like,
Here's my defense on that. Not everybody can sing. I have a few songs that I feel confident, not good, confident on.
Okay.
Doesn't mean it's going to sound great. However, some of us have like skills outside of our singing that, you know, we can add on like harmonica skills and shit.
oh,
Get
yeah.
fancy.
And
I may-
completely rob me of my second championship in a row.
I make karaoke rock band night. A game guy says, Sarah, fight me.
Yo.
Not me, him. He wants
He's
to fight you
got,
on.
he's got
I will get into Game Guy's response to this in a second.
Game Guys.
He has an official response.
Game Guys.
So what?
What?
Guitar Hero.
what
I'm
is-
sure he is.
I'm gonna nitpick on that. Not that he's not good at it. I'm just going to make some
we don't have
preparation.
proof of that.
We
Do
do.
we not have
Do
proof
we?
of it?
We have.
We actually have
I
proof of that.
personally have video proof.
Actually, we have video proof of it right here.
Oh.
Oh man. Let me
JB's
fix
jack off
this.
material.
Let me just put this right up there.
Right.
And
JB, you may want to turn
JB.
your monitor off now.
Here
Make
we
sure
go.
Alicia's not watching. This song is fun.
Oh. Okay.
boy's good.
That was really good.
The boy's good. But Game Guy plays Phase Shift, which is a Guitar Hero variant on PC, and you can use the controllers and stuff with it as well. But it is inherently different. Even Rock Band is inherently different from Guitar Hero, just in the sense that all the timings and like the slight millisecond delays all take. So if you get really good at Guitar Hero, you can translate that to Rock Band, but there's a slight adjustment period.
There is, for
But-
sure.
And with like Phase Shift as well, if you fucking rock ass at Phase Shift, coming back to PS2 Guitar Hero, you know, may take you a little bit. You're saying no, it won't?
No. It will take you quite a while.
Okay, yeah.
I think
Johnson went,
I think honestly my Guitar Hero, like the reason why I can play it pretty good is because I used to play violin and it has like sort of the same
It's the feel.
So
Nick says, if you're doing karaoke with the purpose of impressing people, you're doing it wrong.
So, for like the first 2 years of my
I agree.
friendship with you guys was like bullshit for me. Because, like, as soon as I felt that I was impressing you with my karaoke skills, that's when I was like, they like me. They really like me.
Oh, for like the whole thing, every time, like I clap for everyone at karaoke because it takes guts to get up there. So whether you, if you
it
get
takes
up and
alcohol
you
to get up there.
and you,
That's guts.
but if you get up there and
The
suck,
Dutch call it liquid courage for a reason.
you still get applause from me because you went up there, even if you suck. The only things that get me is fucking.
Fucking?
fucking
No.
Fucking.
If you get up there and you sing "Killing Me Softly," "Friends in Low Places,"
Everybody
Queen.
has that list.
the karaoke list of
The,
always played. Don't
"Summer
Stop
Fucking
Believin'.
Lovin'," or
Oh.
"Don't Stop Believin'."
Fuck.
If you can avoid, those 5, we'll be okay. I'll
you
give you some
remember-
applause.
Just a side note. Do
Proud
you remember
Mary.
the birthday that you had that everybody made sure to sing those songs?
Oh, and they hit all of them.
Every
It was on my
single
birthday,
one.
and they hit every single one of them.
I like it.
They made it a point.
I think I
That's
sang
beautiful.
"Killing Me Softly." I think it was Chuck and Crystal that did "Summer Lovin'."
Oh God,
Remember
I think
that?
that's right. Oh, it's bringing back flashbacks. Right? I asked social media when was the last time you played, and Game
I
Guys-
sang Summer Lovin'?
I think
I don't remember.
No!
it was to
When
get,
would I have ever agreed
was
to
to
such
get
a
at me on my
travesty?
birthday. It was to get at me on my birthday.
It was to get at Steven.
You did it to get at me.
Ah!
Me, Chuck.
Oh no.
And me. It's okay, sir. It's okay. Just lean. You have a cup there. Grab that glass. Grab
Here,
the glass.
grab the glass before you knock
Grab the
over.
glass.
I don't need to throw up. I need a hug.
Oh, well,
I hate Grease.
We're gonna couch that one at some other time. On social media, I asked when was the last time you played Rock Band, and Romy said, "I definitely still play Rock Band an embarrassing amount of the time, even though I'm fully capable of playing real instruments with real bands." And here's one thing that I want to point out, and I love Romy. Romy is a coworker of mine and one of the most intelligent people I've ever met. But I don't know what the thing is about musicians that play Rock Band have to remind people when they're playing Rock Band that they also are musicians. They're like, oh, a plastic guitar, I play the real one. Great. Awesome.
Granted, Chris Miller, my roommate,
Yeah.
he plays an amazingly well on guitar. Fucking hates Guitar Hero because people who think they can play Guitar Hero.
Yes.
Oh, I can totally
play guitar.
I can totally do this at home.
It's a disclaimer.
You know what?
Okay.
I have one.
Then I'll ease up on that.
Because
a little
the
bit.
talent that it takes to play an
Right.
instrument
Yes.
is so much more intense.
So if
than
you actually play an instrument, you don't want people to sort of dumb you down in their heads.
I have
Absolutely.
one word response to that. Rocksmith. Completely answered that question.
Absolutely.
Bridge the gap between people who play little plastic plucky instruments and people who play real guitars. Here's the thing where you can go and get you a real guitar. Here's a cable with the USB end. You jack it into your guitar.
teaches you to-
put it in the 360. And they have recently updated it for the Xbox One. I really want to play it so that I can totally fucking play it.
Oh, it was
I
Sexual
haven't-
David that sang.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
what it was.
I would have
Okay.
never
Thank
agreed
you.
to sing
Yeah.
Summer Love, and I
There's the
hate
back
that
there.
song.
with Rocksmith, because that was another one I was going to bring up. If you want to bridge the gap,
Rocksmith is the way
Rocksmith
to
is
do
great
it.
because it teaches you to play. However, along with the phase difference between Guitar Hero, Rock Band, and Rocksmith, because it's different consoles, much less different electromagnetic.
Straight up instrument.
It's a different instrument,
It's a
yeah.
straight up instrument. So if you have an electric guitar, I have 3.
So
You plug it in and it has
How
to
do you have
register.
3 electric guitars?
I'm about to ask you all about your favorite instruments, and not just like if you'd rather play guitars and drums, but also like if you had a specific type of guitar you liked, like PS2 or 360 or whatever. So think about that. And but first, the other thing I wanted to point out in terms of learning an instrument and playing an instrument was that expert drums is pretty close, especially if you had the cymbal attachments, to actually being able to learn how to play drums. So to the point where I never played drums in my life. I played Rock Band drums on expert for a while. I got okay with it. And my brother, who's a jazz musician, asked me to lay down some really basic and easy ass like light drum tracks for his, but I would never been able to do that without Rock Band.
That's because you were playing a drum machine. Like Guitar Hero World Tour and the Rock Band series, you're playing a drum machine, especially if you have those cymbals set up. Because like you go into a Guitar Center and you go find their drum section, one of the first things you'll see, because they take so little space, is the electric drum set, and it is like
It is pretty much the Rock Band.
it is a 1-to-1 transition.
So what's your actual musical, if you have a music background, like an actual instrument?
Are you talking about ones that are only
Like,
on the gauge?
No, at
Your
all.
actual
what
musical-
instruments
Like
have you
what
played
can you
like
play
at all?
as an actual instrument?
Yeah.
I can play piano and violin
Okay.
and
Yeah.
triangle.
And Ginga said he still wants to get Triangle Smith.
I like Cowbell Smith.
I played
This is a ting noise. This is a ting. A ting. Yeah, ting noise.
I played saxophone, alto, and soprano, and then a little bit of like really basic like acoustic douchebag guitar, like
White guy with a guitar.
white guy with guitar, and then minuscule beginner drums. What about you guys?
Timpani, trumpet, clarinet, flute, and euphonium and tuba.
Nice.
Wow.
And I can sort of play guitar. I'm not going to take all that credit, but I can sort of play guitar.
Very nice.
I played the double bass for a week in 4th grade, and then my parents took me out of orchestra because it was too expensive, And to this day, I still think it was one of the worst decisions that was ever made. Like, I'm here, like, especially rattling off all of the things that you play. I'm sitting here like, I got a shitty public
I forgot
education.
I played the harmonica. Did you guys know I played the harmonica?
Yes.
I forgot about that.
Hey, fuck off. Chuck.
Everyone knows
Chuck.
you play the harmonica.
Chuck.
Okay.
Chuck. Here's my thing. The only thing the public school system taught me was how to play the trumpet. You know how I learned everything else? Sucking face with all the instruments. That's the only reason I know how to play.
But you had access to them
this
in some form. Like, you didn't go. You weren't thieving pawn shops, were you?
No, I had to thieve my boyfriends at the time.
Oh, okay.
That's
Well, you
how
just
I
need
learned.
boyfriends in bands, Chuck.
Well,
Oh, my best friend was a flute.
It's not.
Let me rephrase that. My best friend was the flute player.
It is a whole other can of worms that I don't really want to get into on this podcast because it is entirely beyond the scope of it. It just,
You desperately wish you had stuck with an instrument.
I desperately wish I had the ability to stick with an instrument back in the day, but
Well, I don't delve into it, but I do know that you have a sense of wanting to know a little bit about everything, and you do it with languages too. So
Yes.
it's like you do a little bit of this instrument, like, awesome, I got kind of a grasp on it, I want to learn another one, and awesome, I got a grasp on that one, so let's go to the next one. Is that fair to say?
I mean, sure, kind of.
Okay. We don't have to light too long on
Like,
it, but
but it like if you want like my musical training, I got some classical training in vocals when I was in college. I got a little bit of classical training there, like coaching by an operatic singer. So there's that.
And Chuck has been the only person that I know of any of us that has successfully karaoke'd a full bar conga line.
Sorry?
What?
Oh yeah, I would say about what second, maybe third time I did Squirrel Nut Zipper's Hell, because I know the song so well. I don't need the screen. I don't need no.
Chuck
lyrics.
starts the song, gets off the stage to sing in the crowd. People
I've
start lining
witnessed
up
that,
behind him,
yeah.
and the entire bar is now lined up and dancing as he's
I remember
walking through the
that.
bar singing. Yeah,
I remember
that was a sight to behold. Jonathan says he was a tromboner for 1 year. Do you find something funny about the word tromboner?
I would prefer trombonist to avoid such a thing. But
Dragonfly was an alto saxer. Represent. Game Guy says the only related background I have is that my dad used to play piano with Andre Crouch, and my half brother is the bassist for Daughtry. Yes,
What?
we know Daughtry.
That's awesome.
Holy shit! Shut up, Nick. No one cares. Nick said
I care.
I played the cello. Is what
Those
Nick
are
said.
awesome.
Cellos are actually very cool. Those are the
Cellos.
bassy, right? The big
Cellos are
big-
panty droppers. I never.
The
met a
cello is Nick's voice, just in
Yeah.
music form, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Crazy Callie. Hey, Whitney says I play the piano, clarinet, and guitar, and she plays the piano almost every day.
You had me at cello.
And me a cello.
Ha, ha, ha.
Game Guy. Okay, so what is your favorite instrument in Rock Band then? If you're choosing an instrument to play, what's your favorite one, and which specific one of those, if there is a difference,
I'm gonna go.
is your favorite one?
I'm gonna go hide in a corner now because I know I'm gonna be the odd man out on this one.
I like a debate.
Me
You
too.
like the
I like
bass?
the bass.
Did you ever get?
You guys
did
like
you
the
ever get that
bass?
special
Yeah.
bass controller?
I had one of those.
Okay.
I might still have it.
I need to do a clarification. I've always been a PlayStation gamer. The only time I've been able to play
Same.
Rock Band is at a friend's house. So I've only played bass a total of 3 times. Just
Okay.
to clarify. And so I've only played Guitar Hero at home religiously. Just to clarify.
So, what about you, Chuck? What was your favorite instrument to play?
Keys.
Keys. No.
No, that was
in
awesome.
Rock Band 3?
No, it's not awesome because I could never fucking play with anybody.
Why?
Because it was either you had a playlist here, and here were the songs that you could play with a keyboard. If you couldn't play the keyboard, you wound up playing Guitar Hero with the keys here, and it was not.
It's not the same.
Like I was playing bass guitar, like I was playing a
Can
keyboard.
we clarify the keys?
The keyboard.
Rock Band
in Rock
3.
Band 3 added a keyboard, like a piano keyboard.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, I love the shit out of it.
So does DJ Hero count?
Yeah.
Yeah, DJ Hero.
for sure.
Too.
I
don't
would
wanna-
totally be the DJ hero. I'm just saying.
I'll tell you right now, DJ Hero was not all that good.
No, I played it at when Blockbuster was still a thing. I played it at
When
When
Blockbuster.
Blockbuster
Right
was still
before.
a thing.
I want to get Sarah's favorite instrument to play, though. Is it guitar?
I like the bass.
Oh, you said bass.
But
You said
as
bass.
I'm kind of the same boat as her. I just I played it on PlayStation. And a Rock Band, I played actually at my cousin Jonathan's house. Me and him would do that all the time, and that's how I got into that. So yeah.
I like that you looked at the wrong camera. and
I
you
did. I pointed at the wrong
rephrased.
camera and I had to rephrase. Oh,
was like,
excuse me. I'm sorry. It's the other one. So, what did you have in the plastic instrument realm? Did you have a specific plastic instrument that's your favorite? Like, did you like the Guitar Hero on PlayStation Guitar? Did you like the PS3, like the wireless Les Paul, like the rounder one?
The wireless ones are nice because
You're
they're
not
wireless.
tripping
Either
over.
works.
You
Okay.
could like pretend to jam.
So if you're gonna
out
pick
or-
an instrument, a specific Rock Band instrument or Guitar Hero instrument, it'd be a wireless.
yeah.
one. What about you, Chuck?
I still got.
Oh, the keys. Oh, you only have one, so you don't have many else to pick from. Lauren?
Like if we're gonna get technical, then I was always a bigger fan of the Rock Band Fenders. I got a chance to play the George Harrison Fender that they released with Rock Band Beatles,
I much prefer all of the Guitar Hero guitars to any of the Rock Band guitars.
especially the Guitar Hero 3 one. I know because
Yeah, the Guitar Hero 3 one, the wireless Les Paul was my favorite of the guitars.
Yeah.
You could swap out the faceplate, so I had a Panic at the Disco faceplate on my wireless
and
guitar.
then you could
Of course you did.
detach the neck. You
Oh yeah, I could detach
entire
the neck from it, so it could came out in two
Lord.
pieces and like.
And then
Badass.
it was wireless, and I remember how happy you were when you got the opportunity to do the zip and then start playing again.
I could swing it around to grab it. And I'm going to check here in a minute to see if I actually still have the. Chuck's talking about the split bass. Guillermo Casas actually gave it to me. It's the bass, like a Rock Band bass, and the flipper is split in the middle. So most, you'll see bass players use two fingers. Instead of using the flipper, you can put your two fingers on the flipper to flip it for like do 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 do. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
No.
Am I illustrating this
Yes.
properly?
I've no.
Is that about right?
It sounds really sexual, and I'm really
And
uncomfortable.
it was
uncomfortable, but
larger
it's
than a
accurate.
standard Guitar Hero.
I've never played with the wireless controller, and I'm really sad because I remember consistently tripping over the Guitar
have
Hero
one.
cord.
You know what I remember? I remember not having a mic stand playing Rock Band 1. So if I ever wanted to play guitar
Yeah.
and
You'd have to
sing at
hold
the
it
same
right here
time,
and you're
I
like-
would have the guitar like all the way up here so that there was maximum tension on the strap, and then I would take the microphone, weave it in, and I'd still be singing like this the whole time.
So I liked to go through the instruments really except for bass. That was really the only one that I didn't. I'd play it because I love playing the game, but it was my last one. Maybe keys also, honestly. But I would do drums, guitar, and vocals. I would love to switch them up. And one of my favorite memories, aside from the goddamn endless set list that I had to do fucking twice
Ugh.
in the first Rock Band, where you play everything back to back, and it took 8 hours.
No cheating.
One of my favorite things that we did was we did essentially the endless set list. It was a lot shorter in Green Day Rock Band, and there were only 3 of us to do it. So I played guitar and vocals like Billy Joe through every song. We had a bass player and we had a drummer, and we played through the entire set of it, and that was pretty fun.
And they were working on adding harmonics to vocals too.
Oh, they added the harmonics in Rock Band 3, I think, and they carried it to Rock Band Green Day.
Yeah, they did add it in Rock Band 3. I thought they had there a couple of moments. No, they did have a couple of moments in Green Day.
No,
Rock
they did.
Band.
I remember because we would harmonize during
Nice Guys Finished
Nice
Last.
Guys finished last, and like my mom came in at one point and she was like, "Holy crap! I thought you guys were the track." I'm like, no, we're just fucking awesome. That was really sweet.
Oh, your mom.
Whitney said, "I had a Rock Band bass guitar. My ex-husband was deployed over Christmas and had no idea what to have his parents get me, so she got one of those."
I don't have a response for that.
And JB says, "Casas and I ruined Stevo's first attempt at the endless set list like a bunch of idiots." So we spent 8 hours playing through everything in the first Rock Band back to back. We took a lunch break because you could pause back then. Not in 2. They took the pause functionality away from that achievement. But we spent the whole day, like I said, doing it. And when we got to the end, because we were doing it for the achievement, and the achievement didn't pop. And so I was just like, I'm going home. Sorry. Like, I don't know what happened, but I'm going home. So I went home, and Daniel Horn called me, and he goes, it was a friend of ours, he goes, I know what happened. At the beginning of the day, we used a cheat code to unlock all the songs so that they could practice on them. And that cheat code disabled the achievement. We didn't reset the system.
That sucks.
To start over.
Oh.
And so I was like, okay, now we know what happened. We gotta do it again. And so we did it again.
And this time they
Dang.
brought me.
This time
So I was like, yes.
we did it. So what is your favorite game, standalone title? We have Guitar Hero 2, Guitar Hero 3, Guitar Hero World Tour, Rock Band
5.
Rock Band 2, Rock Band 3, Rock Band Green Day, Guitar Hero Aerosmith,
Guitar Hero Van Halen, Guitar Hero
Beatles Rock Band,
Beatles
Rock Band.
Guitar Hero Metallica.
You can also throw in DJ Hero 2. I think there was a second one. Rocksmith, I'll take from you, and you guys in the chat as well. Do you have a singular title that was your favorite one?
I have two different ones. The one I played, it would have to be Rocksmith because it has helped me learn guitar. However, I loved watching it. I would love to play it. I really want to play and watch forever and a day Beatles. That's me.
Well, you can fucking have my copy because I hated it.
Is it what system?
Guitar Hero Beatles 360?
Rock Band Beatles.
If I
Beatles Rock Band.
Peter
Beatles
has
Rock
a 360. I can play it.
if I don't know if I still have it, but if I still have it, you take it with my compliments. I did not like it. It was short. It was extremely easy, and like the difference between Beatles Rock Band and the 3 Guitar Hero band-centric games that came out was, yeah, it's the Beatles, but everybody already knows about the Beatles. It's like they keep telling the origin story for Spider-Man and Batman over and over again. It's like, we already know this shit. We just want to see Spider-Man and Batman kicking people's asses.
So Rock Band Beatles was like an origin story that you had seen for the 1000th time?
Yes, because the Beatles they're one of the most, if not the most influential band of the 20th century. We already know all about them. I don't need more of a history lesson.
You just like, give me the goddamn songs. Give me the history of the Beatles.
And maybe if you didn't spend so much time with this Beatles circle jerk that they're already just completely accustomed to, maybe you could have spent all that additional memory on the disc for more songs. Like, fuck, I would have loved being able to sing some of the songs that they did during the German recordings. That would have been amazing.
I need to clarify something. All of you have been to my house. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you look in my house?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you see the entire armory of Beatles
I'm not saying the Beatles
paraphernalia?
suck.
Yes. Okay,
I will
I'm
happily
just
say that
clarifying.
the Beatles are horribly overrated nowadays, but I will not say that they
I agree with
suck.
you on that, but I will say that I think the point of the Rock Band thing was that this was a video game that both Beatles fans and Rock Band fans were supposed to sort of cross there, and a lot of Rock Band fans may or may not, and probably not, because they're one of the most successful and popular bands in the entire world. But there may be a younger demographic that's like, now, not only are you going to play their songs, but we don't. Now you'll have a little bit of history because
I don't think it was the younger
people that love
It was
bands
for the
get really
demographic.
I
pissed
think it was
off.
for the older demographic.
It was.
I
For the,
really do.
Here's the thing, because I actually got into an argument with one of my friends when it came out, and I said, "Okay, why do you think they've come out with this?" Because I think Beatles was like the second or third of the band's ones that they had come out with.
The Rock Band AC/DC was a DLC pack.
Okay, so that was the first one.
No, that wasn't a full game.
No, I think he's anyway. You just
So the whole point was, I said, "What do you think was the demographic for this?" And we actually came to an agreement. It was for the older fans of the Beatles to actually start playing with their kids.
Yep.
It was so the family could actually play together and have fun. So the parents were like actually playing and singing because they knew the songs, but the kids were actually learning something from their parents' era that they could kind of relate over. And then when they had dinner, they would talk about it. That was the whole idea.
And then it looks like that scene from South Park where like, oh yeah, more than a feeling. I can play it on a real guitar, and then he gets out and plays it on a real guitar.
Jonathan says Rock Band 1 was best for me. He loved that one. Game Guy says Guitar Hero Live or whatever can suck fat chode. Don't put it on the list. We did.
Yes, it sucks.
And JB says, do you know what I hated most about some of those games? Game Guy said the people you played with.
Yes, very much so.
Whitney seconded that. And if you online's a whole different beast, but I'm not going to touch that until we get to favorites over here.
Right.
But there we go. Okay, yeah, we're all caught up. Oh, Jonathan said he hated that an easy song on Expert, they would add in either flourish notes, or he felt like they would add in extra notes or off-tempo notes just to increase the difficulty.
It was like
of
a triple 16th note.
Yeah.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
So what of the titles was your favorite, Sarah?
I really don't know.
If you have like one that's your go-to, do you have one that, like, so Guitar Hero was the first one, and so that was probably pretty influential.
Yeah.
I feel like this
or
was
like a favorite set
question.
list.
Yeah.
I can name like my favorite song to play. I couldn't tell you my favorite like specific
Like title.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could
I can tell
say
you the
either
title.
one, honestly.
I can tell you the title, and I can
it.
beat everybody else's. Rock Band 3, and you know why? Because you could add the playlist from 1
Most of it.
to
Most of it.
Green Day and
All of
AC/DC
it.
all together.
It
and
collected
play it all
everything.
in one game. So instead of having only like a couple hundred songs plus some DLC, you had a couple hundred songs
pretty much access
plus
the
all
whole
the
thing.
DLC plus all the other games before it. That was like, that blew my fucking
So
mind.
then between Rock Band and Guitar Hero, do you have one of those that you would rather play than the other?
Rock Band, easily.
For me, it's Guitar Hero.
Me too.
But if I'm in a big group, obviously Rock Band.
Why do you play Guitar Hero?
By yourself?
At
though?
home.
Yeah,
you
at
don't,
home,
You
I
don't have
prefer
anybody
Guitar
to play
Hero.
with.
Yeah.
That's
For
that's
sure.
exactly why.
So, is it, do you like the mechanics of the Guitar Hero? Is it the songs that you like better?
I think it's a combination of both.
Yeah.
But, like kind of like what she was saying, it's if you don't have a big group, then you're,
Then Rock Band seems a little
It seems
superfluous if
silly,
you're just
yeah.
like, you have all these instruments, you're grabbing one, you sing this song, go grab it. That's what I would do, is I set them all around
But
me
I mean,
and
like,
switched between them.
counter to what Sarah's saying, like for me, I'm an only child. So Guitar Hero for me made more sense because I played by myself. I
Oh,
always
you
played by
did.
myself.
Oh, God,
So
no.
you had a brother, so you guys could probably play together.
When Rock Band and Guitar Hero were coming out, I was in college, so we had like roommates and stuff.
Yeah, so as like friends or as flatmates or whatever, you guys could actually play with each other.
Flatmates?
She's British.
What is
now.
this, Europe?
Well, at my house, I didn't have anyone really, like me and my brother didn't play video games together that much. So I basically was
You were
by
alone,
myself
yeah.
within that note. And when I would walk next door, I got all my enjoyment of the group from, like I said earlier, playing with John. And then a lot of the time, some of his friends would be over there. And so in that aspect, with there being more people, that was way more fun.
For me, it was like, today I'm going to play this instrument. And then tomorrow I might play another instrument. Or I might continue playing this instrument I'm on now. Like, it was like trying to play the same game in 4 different styles. And normally I'm not a fan of that.
I could see
like,
that.
as soon as you play, usually as soon as I play through a game, I'm like, okay, I'm done. I've got everything I need out of this game. But trying to play it play a Rock Band game with 4 different instruments, I loved being the multi-instrumentalist.
Jonathan says that he preferred Rock Band because he felt like it blended them really well, because it was Harmonix that went from Guitar Hero to Rock Band. Like it's the same company, right? Harmonix went to Rock
all right,
Band,
Harmonix,
and then Activision took over.
It was
Guitar
Harmonix
Hero.
and Rock Band. They made Guitar Hero 1, and then Activision picked them both up and made Guitar Hero 2, which Rock Band 3 may be my favorite, but I still think Guitar Hero 2 is the best.
Interesting.
And then there was a split that happened. Red Octane went to Activision. They made Guitar Hero 3. And then Harmonix went to MTV Games and EA, and they made Rock Band.
Whitney says, fuck Carry On My Wayward Son. Is there a specific song that you guys hate? Like, just fucking kicked your ass?
Hated Freebird, and it wasn't so much that it kicked my ass. It was so long.
Fire in the
I
Flames.
always know same thing.
Fire in the Flames.
Like it.
Never mind the fact that it was long. It just, everybody started using it as the gold standard for their dick measure.
Of whether or not you were any good?
Yeah. It's like, fuck that song. It's like, I'm sick of playing this shit. Especially since me as a keyboardist, there's nothing for me to do and all these, like, songs, like all just like everybody wants to play metal. Hi, I'm stuck here with Billy Joel.
Was there a song that you hated playing, or that came up, or that completely kicked your ass?
No, not really. Like, not to my knowledge.
Cliffs of Dover was GH3, JB.
I think
Which that one was a fun
mine was in Rock Band because I was doing expert drums, and I was starting from the beginning, and I could do expert vocals, expert guitar, expert bass, all the way through these set lists of pretty much every game and every song, and then when in Rock, well, I guess they didn't have the other instruments in the old games, but you know what I mean. And in Rock Band, I was doing expert drums up until Fall Out Boy, which was the one on there.
I don't know.
Dead on Arrival?
Yes. Oh my God, those fucking the offbeat, just
The Boston song fucked me up.
punk fucks that. It's just unbelievable.
Like, I couldn't
I
play.
like that he does perfect on the actual like drumming.
Oh, yeah.
But then you stutter
Yeah.
when you actually
punk drums.
He has a very.
Oh, I did not
I'm
like Green
sorry.
Grass and High Tides. I got sick.
I loved it. I love playing Green Grass and High Tides.
Was Flatmate so difficult? Like,
Is that a weird thing to say?
I guess.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah,
Do you think it's weird?
kinda. I don't know.
here's my thing. When I was in college, yes, I had a roommate. However, across the hall, I also had friends. 2 of them. So I had a roommate and I had flatmates. So in my head,
Gotcha.
I always say flatmates.
Okay, that makes sense.
I feel you.
Still a weirdo. So, if I were to have or hold, to hold
What?
a Rock Band-esque function, is that something
Probably
people
not.
would be like,
Hell yeah.
yes, I'm interested in doing that.
My
Yes, I'm interested in holding that.
stipulation is Jonathan has to be there. Because
Oh, that's so sweet.
he's like my memory tied to the video game.
I think Chuck
My
and I really
stipulation
bonded
is
over
Jonathan can't be there.
Guitar Hero. I think that was one of our It and Burnout 3 were the things that like made us from coworkers to friends, I think.
Yeah.
It was right around
And then our experiences with Rock Band brought us together. We became virtual bandmates.
I
I have to
remember
play with Sarah.
I played with
We
you
play a lot together.
in Skitch, and then you played with me
This
in
will
Minor
co-op.
Emergency.
there's one memory I have was Chuck playing Guitar Hero, I think 2, at the apartment in Denton, and he was playing and sort of stumbling with his fingers, and he was like, this isn't working, so he wipes the sweat and grease off his head, and he's like, yeah, much better. Like, it gave him, like, the
Christ.
lubricant to click. And to his credit, it worked. But as someone who was just sitting there watching was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Okay, I agree with Jonathan. If you decide to just fucking melt them, burn them, whatever, I
Yes,
absolutely agree.
I agree with
We
him.
should smash the shit for the last song.
Yeah.
Just
So actually, and then
Yes.
just go
If you
fucking
decide-
nuts on
yeah,
if
them.
you decide
like
to
it.
destroy it,
If
we
you
should
were wanting to
absolutely
destroy
play
it, that's how to do
Rockstar
it.
and just fuck.
That's how I
Yank
do
I'll
it.
take him.
Here's what I'm gonna do. This is sort of my pre-New Year's resolution. If
Oh,
I
Jesus.
complete
He's one of those.
2018 without playing any of the instruments out there, then we're gonna smash them,
I want one.
burn them,
No.
destroy them. I'm
We're
gonna
not
eat
gonna
them all.
burn them. We're gonna smash
I'm
them.
going to cook them and eat them. I'm not gonna do that. but
After
yeah.
donating to poor friends.
I am keeping the microphone. No, I have my own microphone, and I am keeping it.
Oh yeah, there are pictures of me, Chuck, and Stevo.
There were so many
Playing
pictures
Rock
of us
Chuck and
playing.
Stevo.
Me, yeah. I claim to be Sam, apparently. Me, Chuck, and Sam
Oh my God.
playing
No,
Rock Band.
You
It was
gotta
pretty
destroy
good.
it with Jonathan's idea. Honestly.
I love Jonathan's
That's
idea.
the way to do it.
I would love to give you guys free stuff, but I think I'm gonna break some shit.
Okay, you know what?
If I don't.
Here's
do
my defense on that. Every time you do something awesome, like you gave away a NES, you gave away an Xbox One, we don't fucking get to participate. Neither do our significant others. Please give us something.
That's right. You don't, because it's not cool to give away free shit on a giveaway to us, our
You know
own
what?
stuff.
I was gonna make you something fucking awesome for Christmas, but now you don't get it because It's not fun to give away free
I guess what I should do is like I should buy dinner
Somebody's salty.
or movie ticket.
Yeah, you know.
Because it's for the podcast! Fucker.
Oh, Lauren, it'll be okay.
But you should keep them.
You'll get along. You'll be okay, I promise. Guys, one of the last things that we do on the podcast before we call it a night is we go to the Gutter Nerds fan can. You can also, so if you want to tweet us #FanCan, we'll add it to the fan can. If you see us at an event, you can add it to the fan can. The other thing you can do...
You need a new label.
Yeah, I do need a new label.
Where's the
I'll work on that.
We haven't had one as
Why
Gutter
did you
Nerds.
smell the can?
Because the old fan can had
Smelled
the
like-
Angry Cuddles logo.
And it smelled like coffee. Because it's a coffee can.
That's still kind of weird.
So what is that?
This is a coffee. It's still a coffee can. I just wanted to see if it still smelled like coffee.
Oh. I was like,
Anyway,
why are you
You were just like, there is no label.
The
What the
idea...
correlation was there?
Also, now we have, you can earn nerd cred by watching our stuff, and if you're on PC, you can use that nerd cred to submit questions. So our fan can question actually comes from some redeemed nerd cred. So this is a question to everyone. This is from Game Guy.
Here
And he says, all of my games run at a stunning 2560 by 1440p resolution at 144 hertz. But I feel bad because I don't know if the devs want me to play it like that. What am I to do? Sarah?
I have no idea.
Lauren?
Quit being a fucking nerd.
Chuck?
Quit being a fucking nerd.
Game Guy, I say you do a little bit of research. Check the message boards. Check, see if the devs actually mean for you to do. Because if, like, you get on AV Club and the director of Stranger Things is like, turn off the goddamn motion blur, it's ruining our show for you, then do that. But that's, yeah, I would say do some research. Just dig in. I know you got time. You're on the internet all the time. Just go look it up.
Yeah.
Just go look it up. So next week is a Gutter Nerds game night.
It is.
It is.
It is Mario Kart.
Yay!
We'll be playing Mario Kart on the Wii, and
With Sarah.
my
Instead of
stand-in
Calvin.
is going to be
I will
Sarah.
be there.
Oh, so Calvin's still playing.
Probably.
Shit.
If someone can't make it, then I will play. The cast next week is probably going to be Sarah, Calvin, Chuck, and Lauren.
But Jonathan's gonna...
And Jonathan says he'll be up Thanksgiving week, so we'll do something. Thanksgiving week. Do you mean the Monday after Thanksgiving you'll be here, or the Monday before Thanksgiving you'll be here? Because I can sort of look that up. And
Right here in the middle of our monitor.
right, yeah, I can just bring it right the hell up. But
Gotta hope we don't have to monitor anything like the chat.
so you guys think to top off here? You guys think that I should keep my instruments, like universally? You think I
Yes.
should keep
No.
them?
Keep them.
You don't.
No.
What do you think that I should do with them?
He wants you to donate them to him.
No, I don't. Because if I've learned anything about the little plastic plucky guitars is that every last one of them fucking break. I'm sick of that shit. I want to break mine because they don't fucking
wait,
work anymore.
no.
Wait, no.
No.
It's you.
It's you. Because
is-
I've had
No,
mine.
it's not
I've
me.
had mine since I was
Have you?
10.
I've got to go with Chuck on this one. Those things are
No.
kind of beat
Yes.
up and don't work very well.
Yes.
anymore.
No.
Game Guy says mine is still working a
Boom.
bit.
A bit. A bit.
Hold it.
But when you're trying to be fucking awesome, you
Wait.
can't have a bit.
Oh,
My favorite part of the
Wait.
podcast is when Chuck is going and you're going, wait. Like, it's like,
I'm a goddamn conversational freight train, and all you're doing is standing on the tracks.
mine are in perfect condition still. If I brought
Okay,
them
what?
over
But you
here-
didn't play them.
I
Agreed.
did. I play
Agreed.
expert.
No, I still have mine. I've had mine for 10
Yep.
years.
Would you like
Mine
for me
still
to
works.
bring all three of the guitars
You
that I
bring
have
them.
and see them?
Do you know why?
Why?
Because every time we play, what does Steven say? Chuck, you bring your own controller
Yep,
because of
you
Chuck
break 'em.
Rage. Absolutely.
Because
you
of
break
what?
your shit. Chuck,
Chuck Rage.
Yep. You break your shit.
Tell me I'm
You
wrong.
do. Okay, so you've named your show Mad Controller Flailing.
Yes.
And what does the alert say when someone follows you?
And they're starting to break controllers.
Boom.
Okay.
There it is.
So there is a
Boom.
history there. I will say
Nightbot
that
says Chuck Bridge.
it is not that I think that it probably is some you, but I don't think it's Chuck rage as much as we have a history there. I think it's that you play it for 6 to 12 hours a day, 5 days a week.
We did.
Oh,
Nope. Nope. I played it all day.
Really?
We did the
Yeah,
8-hour
all
marathon.
day. You can ask John, you can ask my parents, all day I would play it.
We've marathoned. I truly believe you guys don't
mine
know
stopped
how to
working
fucking
too.
play.
Well,
I'm
you
saying-
also
Wait,
break shit.
Hold on. When you play expert, because remember how earlier you're like, I do this, whatever the fuck.
It was
you
this.
That was break
It was
six.
this, ladies.
That's
Okay,
not.
stop that. When you play, do you like do your hands hurt after you like truly like you have carpal tunnel and
You have
arthritis?
carpal
No, because if you're stressing your hands, that's because you are like.
Oh, I'm sorry, I
with
didn't have
those-
classical training on how to
we
play a
didn't.
goddamn guitar
I
before I
didn't
started
either.
playing Guitar Hero.
We did have a friend, our friend Eric went to the doctor and had to get a brace because it was, which game had the Pulp Fiction song in it?
Guitar Hero 2.
What was the name of the song?
Miserloo.
Miserloo, thank you. He like fucked his hands up doing that.
Oh, man.
Because it wasn't doing
Yeah, Jonathan doing it. I've been playing Phase Shift on average 2 hours a day every day for the past 5 months, says Game Guy. So
I broke
there
a
we go.
PS2 taking it back and forth between my apartment and a break room at McDonald's playing Guitar Hero.
There it is.
Jonathan, to answer
No,
your
and
question,
it wasn't because it was rage, it was just use.
just
It
use.
was
Yeah.
total straight up fucking use.
I think
Yes.
that's probably
So
accurate.
I honest, like, yeah. Perhaps I have an anger management problem.
Dragonfly.
I am strong. I am really
That he's
strong.
old
And
strong.
they don't design these things for people that play like I do.
I would like to have seen you know how they made metal
yeah.
DDR pads?
Yeah.
I would have liked to have seen like a metal, like a fucking.
I came this close to making one out of wood because I was tired of fucking plastic.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I think that they could have been better made. Those Rock Band pedals snapped in half at the drop of a
Yes,
fucking
I
hat.
still have one that's broken in half.
God.
And then when
Right in
Rock Band
half.
2 came out, what did they do to them?
know
They
what?
added the metal plating
They
on
did.
both sides because they admitted right then and there that their shit was made by the lowest bidder.
You know what I'm realizing?
What? It's not Calvin.
No.
It's not Calvin.
No. When I was a teenager, I would go over to my guy friend's house, and they would just treat all of their shit like it was easily replaceable. I'm thinking, because you guys have had your Guitar Hero stuff for a couple years, correct?
Are you going to sit here and tell me that I treated my guitar like it was easily placeable?
No, but I'm saying usually men or boys for my teenage years
Okay.
are a little more rough with their items.
I don't think that is necessarily correct.
Okay.
I do buy that the people you hung out with probably just
Yeah.
like
as
fucked
a
around on
teenager,
them.
that was my that is now my epiphany.
When Chuck and I transported our consoles and instruments, they were usually pretty specifically packed.
Okay.
If I remember right. Or am I just making shit up?
What?
Chuck got quiet and zoned out when she said that. He shut down for a
We
minute.
pretty specifically packed our instruments and stuff when we moved around, right?
Yes.
They were pretty all my Rock Band stuff is in a crate where they are like strapped up into
Yeah,
things
that
and
is
everything
true.
like that.
I want to know what Game Guy sent.
What games? Oh, Jonathan, to answer your question, the week of Thanksgiving, the week before Thanksgiving, is 2017 holiday gift guide for gamers and streamers. That's
like what
the
to
thing that
get
they-
for-
yeah, what to get your gamers and
okay. I
streamer
was
friends.
like, what?
If anybody would like to pre-order the We Happy Few, I'd greatly appreciate
Oh, Lauren wants free stuff. If you guys didn't hear that diatribe before, and it's apparently all my fault.
She doesn't want. She doesn't just want free stuff. She wants free stuff
From me.
you.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Is it
So
just for me?
I may be super angry, but at least I'm not self-centered.
Orange Stinger, thanks for coming by. Happy to have you.
Okay.
So Game Guy
So-
says, Steven, what are you doing, Chuck?
The
And
6th
Chuck
of November,
says,
I'm no longer
doing a solo. And that's the accompanied picture.
Oh.
Chuck Rage.
So this is the way we've gaslit Chuck today. Is we're like, Chuck Rage is a thing, and Chuck's like, yeah, I really don't get all that mad, and then you keep saying it until he gets mad, so it's like a self-fulfilling Chuck prophecy.
I agree with what
Chuckacy.
Whitney said. I've seen Sam like go insane at the TV, but he'll like set his
Oh my Christ! No, so like
set it down. Like,
we joke about Chuck Rage, but Sam's game rage is an actual tangible fucking thing. Like,
oh god.
and you know how it is now. Have you seen him yell? You've seen him
yes,
in the apartment. Like
I saw y'all live together.
Right. So back before he toned it down, he'd be playing like Stuntman or something. I remember Stuntman and Bouncer on PS2. He would go, fuck! And then he'd turn around and he'd rip off the cushions from the couch and go, punching into the couch. Fuck this game!
Oh
like,
my god!
full on.
You should just have a video camera. You could be rich.
No.
No, that was 10 years ago.
10 years
It's
ago.
done.
Yeah.
Like, he'll never go back to those.
Although,
I mean,
on the streams when we're playing like Destiny, though, it is really funny because he'll go, oh, motherfucker! Because then he'll mute his mic. Like, I know that he's screaming in my head.
That's amazing.
Oh, my goodness. So, yeah, again, reminder, next week is game night. Mario Kart on the Wii. Practice up. They gonna get into it. I can tell it's gonna get a little heated.
I want a GameCube controller. I do not want the fucking Wii remote.
You can use whichever one you want.
Said,
You can use whichever
my
one you
console.
want.
said
It's-
the remote.
we are already moving the goalposts.
Obsessed.
This is going to be a shit show, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking mudslinging, muckraking,
We'll do like the
blood.
little
There will be blood.
Here's my request. Sarah gets to sit here or here. I am going to sit here.
You
I
want-
want her next to me so I can be
You
like,
don't know. You guys do not get to be
We're not
in.
gonna derpy on the couch.
Sarah sits where she is now. You sit where I am now, and I will sit
I'm gonna set
directly
you
next
gals
to you
in the
because
opposite
I'll be
side.
the only one who can stop you.
It's funny.
They underestimate our reach.
Again, I will be the only one who can stop you.
Guys, if you haven't yet, feel free to follow us. If you haven't yet, feel free to subscribe to us. I just changed the tier 1 subscriber emote, so it needs to be approved, but I'm changing it from the lid because, like, after a couple months of it, I was like, the lid's kind of lame. No one's going to use our Gutter Nerds lid in chat on Twitch, like, on its own. It doesn't, like, it's just a marketing thing. So I'm replacing the tier 1 emoticon with my face. And
good.
then we have
Of course.
You might as well replace it with mine. A lot of people-
your tier 2 sub is Chuck emote, and tier 3 is Jonathan
Calling me
emote.
self-centered wants his face. And then
No.
his face. Oh, it's
I have seen my face used more often in our chat room than literally any of the other emotes.
Right, actually, and I'll
Steven just wants his face on there.
No,
He does.
Honest.
I literally just picked the
You just fuck?
I just fucked. That's it. So this is our Chuck emote that's in chat. If you're watching us on YouTube
Oh, that's
or
amazing.
listening to us
With
on
hair.
audio, I'm like, obviously I know you can't see this
With hair.
But Gutter 3 is our prefix. When you subscribe, you get access to the emotes. Second tier is Chuck, and then we have the JB emote, which is Piehead JB.
Which is awesome.
And Stevo's, it's basically Stevo's selfie face is tier 1
Jesus
subscription.
Christ.
So if that gets approved, it'll
Why
you'll
it's
deal
so
with it.
good?
You want your cats to be the emotes on your channel. Yeah, Crazy Kathleen, when you get affiliated,
I love that.
then make your
It's not
cats.
an if, it's a win.
So Jonathan, what you'll do is you type Gutter 3, all lowercase, in the digit, and then you type in, well, you'd have to be a subscriber to use them, but I guess, yeah, well that's the explanation. Jonathan's not a subscriber, so he can't use the emotes, so me telling him how to use it won't work anyway. Right? Follow me?
Okay.
no.
Subscription has
Subscription.
privileges.
And we're working on our sub perks. We are, that's right. And Princess Cuddle Pants can use the Stevo emote when it gets approved. It's going to
good.
be a little bit. But
That sounded so sarcastic with that face. Oh, good.
yes, at teespring.com/gutternerds right above my head, you can go there and get our shirts and hoodies. We have them now, so go snag one. At the bottom of the screen under Sarah's Left Knee is our Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Follow us on it's Gutter Nerds everywhere. If you type in Gutter Nerds into your favorite social media,
It's technically your toes.
you'll find us.
Hey.
We'll be there. We're active on them.
Instagram.
My name is Steven.
What?
What's your
I'm
name?
Lauren.
Apparently, I'm the angry one.
I'm self-centered,
The angry
apparently.
one.
I'm Sarah.
And we will see you guys next time.